What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell as I upload videos every single day. Now, Jalen Ramsey is the latest of NFL players to get paid this offseason. The Rams cornerback signed a 5-year, $105 million contract, $71 million guaranteed at signing. And yeah, like he set the record for highest paid corner in the history of football. Jalen Ramsey is on this laundry list of players who set new records at their respective positions this offseason. Getting big deals. I'm running down the list of players who got record contracts and money per year that they're getting and the record for their position. So obviously we got Patrick Mahomes, who's had the largest contract extension in American sports history at $500 million. He's getting $45 a year. Christian McCaffrey, running back record, $16 million a year. George Kittle, tight end record, $15 million a year. Laremy Tunsil, offensive lineman record, $22 million a year. Joey Bosa gets $27 million a year. He got $125 million or something like that earlier this offseason. Ramsey, as I said, $21 a year and $105. And Budda Baker's getting $14.75 million a year. He signed the record contract for a safety. Now, I'm telling you all of this to say this. I think NFL players are getting closer and closer and closer with every deal that's signed, whether it's Deshaun Watson getting $111 guaranteed at signing over his $160 deal, or the Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Ramsey getting $71 at a $105. They're getting closer to getting those fully guaranteed contracts that they have been begging for years. Right? NFL players and their Players Association, their union, have been fighting owners, have been fighting Commissioner Goodell, even back Commissioner Paul Tagliabue. They've been fighting to get their contracts fully guaranteed like the NBA. So, for those who don't know, in the NBA, when you sign a 5-year, say, $85 million deal. As a matter of fact, let me use Marvin Williams, who recently retired. Marvin Williams, he was the #1 overall pick, I think in the 2005 draft. He's been in the league 15 years. Marvin Williams was never a great player. I mean, he was a solid player. He got a big deal for Michael Jordan. Marvin Williams went to North Carolina, by the way. But he got his biggest contract came from Michael Jordan in the Hornets. And I think that deal was worth like $85 million. Marvin Williams, over the course of his 15-year career, accumulated $123 million. Why did he accumulate so much? Because every contract that Marvin Williams signed in the NBA was fully guaranteed at signing. So as soon as you sign your name on the dotted line, in most cases, on an NBA contract, the big ones, they're fully guaranteed. The NBA, their players union, and their owners came to this agreement years ago. So sometimes you get cases where, I think in like 2011 or 2012, Gilbert Arenas, who wasn't in the league and hadn't played in the league in 2 years, was making more per year than LeBron James. Like, you get those kind of, Rashad Lewis, for years, was making $20 million, wasn't even in the NBA. Like, that's because their contracts are guaranteed. So even if you sign them and they become a nuisance, or they break their hand and they're unable to perform, and you cut them a year later, you sign them to a 5-6-year deal, and you cut them 2 years into that 6-year deal, guess what? Somebody's got to pay that out. You got to pay that. And that's not the case for NFL teams. That's not the case for NFL players. NFL players sign a 5-year deal, a 6-year deal, and a portion of that contract is guaranteed. So in Jalen Ramsey's case, it's $70 million out of $105. In Deshaun Watson's case, it's $111 million out of $160, right? But they're inching closer and closer. Every year with every contract, they're getting closer. And I hope, hopefully in the next 5 years, their contracts do become fully guaranteed. But what that's going to take is them holding out, them to get a strong union. The NBA, baseball has the strongest union out of all the players. Baseball is the same way. Once you sign your name on the dotted line on these $500 million contracts, you're going to get $500 million from that organization. So baseball's got the strongest union. The NBA is in a close second. The NFL's got the weakest. But as we see, their top dogs are getting closer and closer. I hope one day to see that they get those fully guaranteed contracts that they've been begging for, that they've been fighting for years. You let me know. Do NFL players deserve fully guaranteed contracts? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. at the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the love. I'll see you next time.